We see them for the first time. The players have got to be excited. I mean, Vegas is massive. We are 2 weeks away. So Rugby League underway on this Thursday night on Fox League. The Sharks and the Raiders, and Kafusi with the first run of the night. And that is quite a committee of defenders there to take him back to 5 metres away from the try line. Second hit up is with Kale Iro. He did play last week. We get to see centre partner Ramian for the first time tonight. And now Fanua Blake on his first hit up. He ticks a lot of stats boxes, but his try-scoring record the last couple of seasons as well. He's made a regular habit of 4-pointers. Sharks will like to see that. With a narrower ground, the crowd is a fair way away from the action. First penalty of the evening, high shot, puts a little bit of pressure on the Raiders' defence.
Yeah, they marched upfield pretty well too, didn't they? The Sharkies, late in the tackle count. Papali'i with the shot over the top. Oh, geez, I didn't just grazed the shoulder. Anyway, they get the penalty. Kennedy is the man that was awarded the penalty straight away now. Second set here for the Sharkies.
Teague Wilton it is. Takes the run, so they've got Wilton and Nikora on deck for this week's trial. McInnes pushing along, Hines does the same. There's a good shot on Nikora right there. Two-man tackle. Strange was the player low down. Young was over the top. Kafusi started as locked last week. Remains a middle forward this week. Now Brayley, left side, Wilton. Second touch in the set. Raiders' goal line defence last week was very good against Penrith. One of the real highlights of the match. Now Trindle and Hines takes a run. Again, good defence. Young involved in the tackle with Smithies. Last play, Trindle, sharp, Kennedy's kick. It has been fielded and lost by Ramian. That might have been a big opportunity. If he gets that cleanly, he's within a couple of metres of the line, Ramian.
Yeah, they had to get off their line and put the pressure on. Beautiful little grubber kick in and behind. Bounce of the ball. Ramian, if it bounced up a little bit higher, that could have been a try there. We know how strong he is close to the line.
He was in the act of the spin. The spin might have got him over the line. So Canberra have their first possession of the match. This is, in some ways, one of our biggest weekends, Blocker. All the pre-season matches here on Fox, plus the All-Stars. Games like seeing the Dragons this weekend, Gutho, Damien Cook, Valentine Holmes. It's going to be fantastic. That comes up Sunday night, doubleheader out of Cogra. So that's all for you as Fogarty's first kick of the night from outside the 40. Nice and high down for Kennedy. Back he comes. Jake Duke is on the sideline. How good is this, Jake? So you are seeing the Vegas dimensions. Is it a little different to the eye for you down at ground level?
Absolutely, Bossy. That's the first thing you notice when you're down here is the action is significantly further away than it normally would be sitting here on the sidelines. As you mentioned, 68 metres usually the normal NRL field, down to 63, and it's amazing how much that 5 metres makes a difference. So we'll see how the players adjust to that here this evening. Other than that, very great conditions here in Canberra. It's strange to be sweating at a football game in Canberra, about 26 degrees at the moment, no wind.
There you go. Chance still play on the call.
I thought the referee was going 6 again there. Must have got a call. And the touchy.
Close one there.
Sorry.
The conventional bomb, certainly the trajectory there from Trindle. Good competition for the ball. With Mulatalo on the back of a new contract.
Well, you know he's going to be first down there for the Sharks on the back end of kicks. Always competing. I love the way he plays. And Wick's not the tallest of fullbacks, so might be a little bit of a tactic. Put the high ball up and put him under some pressure.
This bloke's ready for a big season, Xavier Savage. 15 tries last year. Pushed along by Smithies and Strange for Sebastian Chris, starting at centre tonight. And given the form of Kyo Weeks last year, Chris might get a look at the fullback spot again. Weeks very good. Now Starling back. Oh, we've got a roll ball error, Harry, have we? There we go. The roll ball crackdown blocker. You get your first chance to talk about what the officials are trying to achieve.
Well, that's a good call, that one. Just rolled the ball up. Didn't really attempt to put his foot on the football there, Hudson Young. I like it if they're consistent. That's what I like.
Yep.
If they're consistent with it, then I don't mind.
It's hard not to call that out as lazy. I mean, we're only 5 minutes into the game. It's not like fatigue's a factor. Attention to detail, fellas.
Well, the big thing is that they know they're going to go after it. They're looking at the ruck now. So you've got to attempt to get your foot on the footy.
Kafusi and offload. That's a part of his game that he's really improved and gives another dimension to the Sharks' attack. A good position here, 31 metres. Where the field is shorter, well, there we go. We've got a roll ball error this time from the star man.
Where you are?
He's there, and he acknowledges the referee. Fair enough.
Yeah, fair call. Didn't get any part of the boot on the ball there.
Well, he got to be genuine attempt. That might have been a little hard. He did make an attempt, but there we go. They're all under watch, folks. Get used to it. We're sorting them out in the pre-season challenge. So the Raiders back in possession. 1 for 1 on those roll ball errors. Trey Mooney took the previous hit up. Now, Matty Nicholson. I'm sure we'll have viewers from Warrington tuned in right now.
He's only 21-year-old too. Big, rangy back rower, so good to see how the Englishman goes. Burgess has got a big rap on him. Sammy Burgess has.
Another touch there away for Timokol. Headed across field, the New Zealand international. 41 metres away from the Sharks line. Now Starling and Mooney. He looks fit, doesn't he? Trey Mooney. He's now a starter. They've been very patient with him. The starting front rower. Strange with a kick. And no real pressure in the end on Kennedy. It wasn't a high bomb. And has it 10 metres out from his own line. Where they've trimmed the metres block appears to be between the 20 and the 30. That's where we've shaved 2.5 metres off the length of the field.
I thought everyone was expecting when we saw it last year that the teams would really tighten up and try and play through the middle. Manly showed in that game in Vegas you can throw the ball around still. So talking to Ricky Stewart before the game, they haven't changed much of what they're going to do.
No, Fitzy was confident that they could adjust quickly. Now Trindle, searching kick. Well, he's certainly got the distance. Not quite the angle for the 40-20, but it's a wonderful strike all the same. That's a 70-metre kick from Trindle. Nice skills there by Weeks. He's a player. Kyo Weeks with the ball. Charges up over the 40 and halfway and links up with Ethan Strange. Well, Kyo Weeks was one of the Raiders' best last year. He finished the season with a try-double for the Prime Minister's 13. He's better than just NRL standard now, Kyo Weeks. He's a real talent.
I'll tell you what I did love here. The way that he ran across field, and as soon as he saw the opening, he straightened up, straight through. Brilliant speed. Look at this. Watch him goes across field, beats Nico Hines, and watch him straighten up here. Bang! Straight off the left foot, away he goes. And Strange just backs up, back on the inside. Too much speed there.
What a good try.
And they were under the pump early in this game too, the Raiders. They score the first try. No substitute for speed. Beautiful time pass back on the inside. Gee, I've got a wrap on this bloke.
And again, one of the features really we all liked about Kyo Weeks last year was when he had to be thrown into the halves. Jamal Fogarty with that ruptured bicep. Weeks did very well. He's a footballer. Like, he's got a lot of game. And right there had the confidence.
Well, the other thing too, Andrew, if you have a look at the replay again, he had to turn around and chase the ball. It beaten him. And then he turned around and have a look at the defensive side. Well, the chase wasn't that great. Straightens up, beats Hines, off the left foot, great footwork, tremendous speed. And what a try. Long range here from the Raiders.
And there you go, away with Ethan Strange. And it's a really nice start for Canberra. And Fogarty has the kicking duties. They need him fit all year. He missed 10 matches in total last year. You know, that's your general, that's your halfback. Well, no club would want that. And that was the case with the Raiders. So a 6-0 start, 9.5 minutes gone, Joe.
Prior weeks, he came from Manly looking for an opportunity and had a breakout season in 2024. 17 games for the Raiders, scoring 8 tries, as you mentioned, in the halves, but really found a spot at fullback towards the back end of the season with this blistering speed and agility, proving a real game breaker for the Raiders. Earned that spot in the Prime Minister's 13 and also earned a 2-year extension with the club until the end of 2027. So you imagine he'll be wearing the Raiders #1 in Vegas and for many games to come this season.
I tell you that the entire Raiders bench just got up to warm up. Blocker. I'm surprised Jake had any view of the field at all. It's like an army. Just marched past him. Here's Mooney on the run back. Up in the box, starts another season. His coach, he's passed the 500 mark last year. Tips as a coach, Ricky. He's back, chewing on the gum. It's part of the furniture. Papali'i with the ball. Talking about part of the furniture, 305 games.
Yeah.
Here's the tally up in the front row block.
Unbelievable.
Another off-season under the belt. The big Papa.
He looks in good shape too. He's probably had an injury-free off-season by the look of it.
Smithy's on that run. Back away for Fogarty. Kicking from outside the 40. He's a beautiful kicker of the ball. But down to Mulatalo. To rush it back, 3 and the 2 doesn't go. Obviously, Mulatalo, Katoa are your starting wingers, but Samuel Stonestreet's a very good player from what we've seen in his 5 NRL matches. He's up to the NRL as well, so they're well equipped on the flanks. There's Stonestreet. Hello, we got another roll ball. The third of the night, 11 minutes in.
Have markers?
Ooh, Fitzgibbon, the coach, will not be happy. Yeah, wow. That's not even an effort. That's not an attempt. It's not an attempt to put the foot to the ball.
Yeah, that's a terrible play the ball.
Are they not getting it, Steve?
Well, you can't give field position like this too. As you said it a little bit earlier, attention to detail. They would have practiced this all off-season, I'm sure, because the new rule come in.
Well, in effect, it's not a new rule. It's just saying we're watching. Cop the tip, and they haven't. So Raiders again, chance for a second try. Strange with it. Out then for Tamale out on the wing.
Now up, Nico. On square, Jesse.
Dragon. And rugby union player, of course, his background. Strange now for Smithies. Chance for Canberra to have a double-digit lead here. Starting with the ball. There's Mooney. Nice little dummy. Bit of ball play from Trey Mooney. See the front rower in the black boots. Good. Now Fogarty. Bomb to the corner. Stonestreet's there. Ball knocked back. Canberra get the reward. Sebastian Chris. Lovely combination there between winger and centre. And just like that, the Raiders lead by 10.
Well, they got their field position through another poor play the ball from the Sharks. Quick play the ball here. Fogarty just sums it up. Really had plenty of time to clean this one up, Stonestreet. Ball knocks back. Chris right there to clean up the crumbs, but you put it down to the mistakes here from the Sharks. Back-to-back tries now to the Canberra Raiders. And I would say this is a shock scoreline. Good play from the... Don't take anything away from the Raiders, but they've been good enough to score 2 tries here. And they're in again.
Well, as long as they're happy with the challenge of Tamale, it's all fair in love and war, and Canberra get the try. Sometimes when they go up for the ball, you know, there's interference in the air, but it looked like a fair challenge for both players. And big smiles on the face of Sebastian Chris and the other Raiders. 10-0 start on the back of beating Penrith last week. I know it's trials, but man, I'd rather win them than lose them.
100%. And as you mentioned too, last week against the Panthers side, look, they've got a conveyor belt of players that just keep coming through. It's still a good win. They had to play, although the Panthers came back late in the game, but the Raiders, as you mentioned a little bit earlier, the defence on goal Had a lot of ball, Penrith, last week. Just couldn't really get over the stripe. So a good start for him.
So Fogarty in quick time gets a second kick. Raiders to play the Warriors in Vegas. That will be game 2 on the day. Game 2 of 4 that we will have for you. And Raiders Warriors is exclusive to Fox League. Fogarty hits the post. 10-0 lead. This man, Sebastian Chris, only the 5 tries last year. Fullback in 2023, had a bit of a run. As I said, I think he's now stuck in the centres.
Yeah, pretty easy just to drop off that play there. He keeps moving. That's the main thing there. It looks like 2 players competing for the ball. The ball gets knocked back. He's there right on the spot.
Looks happy. So they're playing for the competition points tonight, but I've loved talking to players about Vegas, the genuine excitement. And I know the 4 teams that went over there last year, but they know they're part of something special. This is something they never dreamed of doing. And this year it's the turn of Cronulla and Penrith and Raiders and Warriors. Nicholson took the hit up. Both coaches maintaining or retaining at this point their starting 13s, despite the multitude of reserves they can bring on tonight. An unlimited interchange. Hudson Young caught by Hines there. Now Papali, good run. Following up, really direct by Canberra. Hard to criticise anything they've done so far. Fogarty from inside the 40. And the rangy Stone Street onto it. Back he comes for the Sharks outside the 20.
Yeah, it was a nice set after points too. You have a look at the back end of that set. Papali'i with a good charge through the middle. Just got him on the front foot for the kick. Fogarty with long range kick again. And we see the Sharks again. Haven't really had much time down the other end of the field here on the attack.
Hero gets to play the ball right that time. Now Ramian. Geez, you wouldn't want to be pinged twice, would you? An individual pinged twice in the game. You reckon you've got to learn your lesson. Nice scurry, Brayley there. Now McInnes and away for Hines under pressure. Bomb down the way to Mali, who does the job, does very well, and then does better than that. He's an interesting prospect. Just the one game in the NRL. The debut was round 27 last year, Dragons against the Raiders. But he's a former junior Wallaby, New South Wales Waratahs Academy.
Looks like he's got a bit of ability to break tackles too. Just skipped out with the first up tackle there. Got him on the front foot to start the set.
There he is, played the last couple of seasons in the Charity Shield. We've seen him here on Fox League. Raiders really dialed into a plan of quick play the balls, nice and direct, but there's also that ability to get to the edge. Fit and confident start from Canberra. Fogarty, brilliant kick. Down to the corner. Mulatalo with it. Raiders stood back, having to try and box him in if they can. But they're doing a lot right, the Raiders here. Completion rate is strong. They have completed 7 of 8 sets. Sharks sadly at 5 of 8. Back for Stone. Solid. You love a winger in.
Well, I like Strange. See that tackle there from Ethan Strange. Number one thing when you're a young fella, get your defence right. Well, that's why I like that. Almost one-on-one front-on tackle.
Lights out. Trindle. Hero. Nice move off the left foot there. With a foot gun. He's getting the call. With a personal touch from the referee. High ball for Weeks. Oh, that was interesting. Threw the leg out. Kennedy could have been in strife there. The leg came out. What's the technique used here? Well, yeah, he's done the kung fu kick. There he goes.
It's dangerous, isn't it?
can be.
There's 10, there's
So
10.
Raiders now into change time, and Jimmy Stewart's made that run, followed that by Mooney. Good defence down low. McInnes, one of the very best defenders in the competition. But again, another solid set from Canberra. They get to the Fogarty kick. He launches another one. And Kennedy back with the ball just outside the 10. Can't fault the Raiders.
Well, their defence has been very aggressive too, so you haven't made many inroads into their defensive line so far. So it's been a great start for the Raiders.
Stewart on and straight into the fullback role. And, Kyle Wicks, it's a scintillating start, and you can have a rest after 18.5 minutes.
Geez, you'd want to be playing if you set up a try like that to start, wouldn't you?
Well, I was just thinking, in hindsight, won't that line up Allegiant Stadium? If they see a play like that, kick return, set up try. Now Stewart underneath it. Whoa, almost lost his head. So we've had a karate kick one, then we always had the karate chop right across the ear there. Did Mulatalo produce some sort of martial arts here? What's he done here? Just gives a little chop to the side of the neck. Oh, rabbit chop. Rugby League keeps delivering. We'll have to give that tackle a name. Oh, Nicholson loses the ball. Solid defence. Cronulla force an error, a rare one, out of the Raiders.
A little bit of a shame there for the young fella. He bounced out of a tackle. Thought he was trying to get that ball ready to offload. There it is over the top. Good play. Great play.
That's a little coincidence. The club he leads, Warrington, will be featuring in our first game in Vegas. Warrington and Wigan, so he doesn't miss the boat. If he had stayed with Warrington, he was still getting a trip to Vegas.
It'll be interesting to see what he does straight away after that, making an error. The young fella making his debut here.
The Sharks with the ball. A full set inside the 30 of the Raiders. That first game in Vegas will also feature Bevan French, who has become a superstar of the Super League. We talk about our own attacking stars in the NRL and the NRLW. Roll ball.
Genuine attempt from you, mate.
My goodness. Nickera laying claim that he did make a genuine attempt. That is not a genuine attempt, Britton. That is just lifting your leg. Wow. Block.
You reckon the coach might go off at half time?
He might have the chainsaw.
Is that the
he might cut some feet off.
Is that the fourth one?
If you're not going to use it, I'll cut it off.
Another shake of the head from the coach.
Saulo is on. Pasami Saulo, 8 games last year, 3rd year a Raider. Fogarty back on the inside ball for Mariota. What a good improver he was last year. He's in the 17 every week now. Followed up by Nicholson. Play through the set. Starling. Typical. A lead centre. Leaves Trindle in a reverse roll situation. Fogarty. Just over in the play on the outside there, Smithies. Last play, so that takes the kicker out of play, or the first choice kicker. So the alternative is in play, and that is Strange. Bomb is good, perfect for range. Kennedy with it. Normal transmission resumed for Canberra, getting through a set with a good kick on the end of it.
It's been one of their strengths over the last couple of seasons for the Sharks too, their back five, the way they can carry the ball back. Haven't really had an impact in this game so far.
Oh, just shoveled that one along for Mulatalo. Thrown onto the roundabout there. Starling in the tackle. Oh, Wilton came up looking for him there. Saulo almost pulled off a big shot. 4 tackles in. Hazelton is on. Sharks' first try scorer last week. Good first carry from Tom. Kept the legs moving there. Hines kicking on last. And close to the sideline. Stewart has it cut off. exciting talent. Saw him on 3 occasions in the NRL. 19 years of age. I think he's going to be around a long time, Blocker.
Yeah, I love the way he runs the ball. Gee, they've got some speed, haven't they? The young fellas, the outside backs for the Raiders.
Yeah, their recruitment at the 17, 18, 19-year-old level is as good as any club in the league.
Yeah, if you have a look at the New South Wales under-19 sides, they've got a lot of players from them. So Ricky obviously does a little bit tough to attract players if they're not Englishmen, so that's the next best. Just go to the 19s and try and make a pathway for them.
Fogarty kicking, and that one will go over the sideline, but Canberra have marched upfield in that set.
In the middle, boys. Play the ball.
They are not giving, if it wasn't for the roll balls, they really haven't done anything wrong in this match at all, the Raiders. They've
Well, they've completed
done everything right.
Yeah, 10 from 12, so really given... Well, they haven't given them any sort of field position. The poor old Sharkies have been down the other end and made mistakes and they play the ball, but can't take anything away from the Raiders. Look how solid their defence is here. Going in numbers, putting the opposition on the ground.
Bailey, nice scoop up there. Hamlin Welle, we saw him last week as well. There's another one you hope for an injury-free run this year. Missed a lot of footy last season. Hazelton. Some headlines this week. They're talking big money for Tom Hazelton off contract.
He's got 7 or 8 clubs chasing him, hasn't he? Haven't they? I wonder if they can keep all that front row rotation. They look pretty strong, the Sharks. Hazelton, plenty of interest from other clubs.
Trindle's bomb. And Stewart doesn't jump at all. And that ends up a call that he may regret. Hines has gone over.
I have no try. Just confirm a knock-on from the Sharks.
I reckon Mulitalo, that's what he was trying to do last time with the karate chop. I reckon as he knocked the ball back, he's attempting to knock the ball back, but if it's hit...
Yeah, Ronaldo Mulitalo has been cleared as onside from the kick.
Stewart doesn't leave the ground here. Mulitalo for, well...
I think that's gone back.
Just looking for the best angle to determine the direction the ball goes after being touched by Ronaldo in the contest.
It's gone back and then bounced forward.
Some would say if you can't rule on a forward pass, how can you make a definitive call on this? Decision has been sent up, no try, but... I'm saying on the balance of probability, I think it's gone back.
I think it's gone back.
But having been set up no try, like if it was set up try, they're not taking it off him. But having been set up no try,
Mulitalo knocks the ball backwards.
Yeah.
Hello,
Cleanly gathered by Nico Hines.
It's an easy one for Nico.
And grounded in the end goal.
There you go.
Well, I think that to the eye straight away, it looked like it went back and then bounced forward, so that might have put everyone there. But Nico Hines just on the spot there, cleans up. Sharkies is exactly what they needed. They're on the board now. They'll convert this one. Not a difficult one, but Mulitalo, we mentioned how he always competes for the football, but you're right. He really...
No, well, Stewart doesn't leave the ground, so he's got to have a think about things. Not every bomb is uncontested, and that time, Stewart doesn't get a hand on it. There you go, Ronaldo Mulitalo, one of the personality players at Cronulla. Plenty of interest from other clubs. He'd been linked with the Broncos there at one stage, but he's staying at the Sharks. And you're talking...
I'm glad they kept him. He's a personality player, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got some couple in front of him, but he's in their top 3 of greatest try scorers all time for the club. Ronaldo. Over to Hines. And 10 points to 6 is the scoreline. 14.5 minutes away from halftime. You're watching it live on Fox League, the pre-season challenge.
He scored 83 tries in his 110 games for the Sharks, but he turned provider there. Ronaldo Mulitalo got up and knocked the ball away from young Chevy. Stewart finds Nico Hines following up through the middle. And as you mentioned, Bossy, he has re-signed this week, Ronaldo Mulatalo, 3 extra years staying at the Cronulla Sharks, a major coup for the club, considering there was interest from other clubs, but he said he wants to be a Sharky for life, and he's one step closer to that.
He's exactly halfway to ET's study. There's a long way to go, Blocker. You've got to play with a great ET.
We're talking about
166 tries to catch.
Probably the greatest Sharks legend, wouldn't he be?
By the way,
Steve Rogers.
Cronulla next week will launch their Hall of Fame. A whole bunch of inductees. It'll be a big week for the Sharks. Ahead of Vegas. Turnover here, Cronulla. Solo comes up with it and proves quite a handful. Advantage Raiders. 10 points to 6, the scoreline. Danny Levi on in dummy half duties. Mariota with it, first set restart of the night.
What's the chances of show and go here for Levi? Loves getting close to the line and having a dig.
Fogarty on to Hudson Young. He's done a bit with the hair here, Danny Levi. There's a bit going on there from the off-season. Now Strange, Smithies. Saulo's been heavily involved since coming on. Little chance for Craig Fitzgibbon to watch the goal line defence of his team. Fogarty out the back. Fielded on the bounce. Tamale has offloaded. Play on. Strange now with the ball. As game as they come. Levi, Fogarty. Then another run for Smithies. On the air. Oh, great defence. Shot down low by Nickera. Hines was the man over the top. Young was stopped in his tracks. Fogarty places the kick. Across field. Mulatalo loses it. It's off the boot. I think he was offside and knew it. Stewart knew that he was in front of his teammate whose booted had come off.
He didn't really play at the ball. I think he noticed that he was in an offside position here. Mulatalo couldn't take the ball cleanly. I'll get the football back here through a turnover in the middle of the field. They want the restart.
Yeah, look, that was interesting how that if Nicholson had have got there in time, how they would have seen the role of Stewart there. Would they? Couldn't say he's passive offside. He's right over the top of the ball. Now, ferocious run by Chris, and Hines ends up in a try-saving play. Right on the goal line. Levi. Strange with it. Does a little gallop, almost a skip in the air there. Levi now. Young. Now an Australian international, Hudson Young. Fogarty, show again. Stewart floats it up over the top. Savage didn't quite get it cleanly and put the brakes on as well. Teddy is dummy half. Back in field. They'll take a set more or less there for Nicholson. Last tackle, Raiders. Will it be Fogarty with a kick? He's in position. He's calling for it. He's got it. Fogarty. It's a low kick through. And getting back to save the day is Stone Street.
He scores a lot of tries like that, Hudson Young. They've got a great understanding. Fogarty with the grubber kick in and behind, and it was for Hudson Young. Something a little bit different. They've been kicking high bombs across field, mixing the game up. That kick was deliberate there for Hudson Young. Sometimes it's a lot harder to score 10 metres out from the line when you're attacking. Looks like they need a little bit more room, the Canberra Raiders, but great defence from the Sharks there.
Short drop out. And oh, gee, that's a lot of height on the kick. Close to the sideline. Savage knocked it back. Well done. From Nicholson to Fogarty. And along with Stewart. And the Raiders have another set inside the Sharks 20 with 2 tries on the board. This time with Mariota. He's got another offload. Look out. It's Noah Martin. Try scorer from last week. Big Mule on show again. Strange with it. Mariota. 3 tackles into the set. 5 from the line. Levi. Left side. Strange working there with Hopewadi. Albert Hopewadi on the field. Smiley and Strange. Fogarty. Smithies. That'll take us up to play number 5. Yes, it is. Fogarty out in front, not going to kick. Quick hands along, Stewart with it, dummy. Scrambling Cronulla defence, kept alive. Fogarty can reload on the left side. Hopewadi's got the ball, beat one, offload. Fogarty's third touch in the set. Now the ball, kicked by Tamari, just a little too strong. But the Raiders showing a few gears in attack here.
Yeah, they're exciting when they've got the ball, haven't they? Straight away in the attack, decided to run the ball on the last. Put some pressure there on the Sharks. Fogarty mixing the game up. It's a little bit unfortunate, the ball. Oh, it is tremendous ball movement here. Just a little bit too much on the kick there. Restart straight away on the 20.
Tackles it as well. So again, if you joined us late, we are playing the Vegas field dimensions. And that means that the field is 5 metres narrower and some 5.5 metres shorter. And it does look a little odd when you're on a bigger stadium. NRL, that is a unforced error there, Braden. No doubt about it. I mean, the scoreline is only 4 the difference, but Canberra have been, I would say, clearly the better side.
In these sort of conditions too, you've got to concentrate on catching that ball first. You see the sweat just coming off the players now, but a couple of drop balls, Hazelden first, and Ueli.
Right, heads in, let's go head to
So the big boys coming on, making the mistakes.
Did you like pre-season trials, Paul?
I did, because I stopped the off-season training.
Right.
That's why I like it. Well, you pay to play, don't you? I want to play.
Yeah, sure.
Let me play.
Now every pre-season game televised here on the home of Rugby League, Fox League. What about it? We get to see all the stars return. We get to see these young players, blokes on train and trial contracts. It's exciting. Exciting to be a part of. Strange is good. He looks ready to build on what he produced last season. Low ball let go by Levi. And the run with Solo.
Solo's been good, hasn't he, since he's come on?
6 hit-ups. Now Levi. Good dart. Gee, left Hickory behind there. Oh, no. Roll ball on
Get a better attempt than that.
5.
Hand over.
Solo's got great defence too. We mentioned his hit-ups, but since he's come on, he's made a real impact. And watch his front-on defence. Oh, no.
No, I can't question the referee for that judgment there. So Cronulla back with it.
Yeah, you mentioned that the Raiders have been the better side, but is 4 points enough leading into half-time?
Lifted that leg up.
That great ability just to hang in there, haven't they, the Sharks? It looks like the Raiders have been a lot better than 4-point lead.
Yeah, a fair call. No need for the leg lift there. Teddy there is penalised, so Cronulla advance upfield. But for all Canberra's good work in this match, you know, it is 7 points to 6. Cronulla may manufacture a try here and then find their way in front. Teague Wilton with it. If you haven't got your head around the order of play for Vegas in a few weeks' time, 2 weeks from Sunday, it will be Super League first up, Wigan and Warrington, then into NRL action with the Raiders and the Warriors, followed by the International. Australia versus England in the women's test. And we'll brush home with the Sharks and the 4-time champs, the Panthers.
How many games you doing, Andrew? The whole 4?
No, happy to do it, but intercepts. No, not quite. Knocked down there by Damopeo. He's one of those ones who's trialling for a contract.
Middle, clock on. Let's go, boys, clock's on.
No, just feel blessed to get the trip, like, honestly, like the players, something you never dreamt of doing.
Magnificent.
And having been there last year, Allegiant Stadium may be the best sporting stadium I've ever set foot in. And I've been to Old Trafford, I've been to Wembley, Suncorp full. Allegiant is a rock star, a rock star. The stadium, the death chip.
All I can say to you, Andrew, is enjoy.
I thought you'd be an Elvis impersonator, but I was looking forward to you stepping off the plane. And here is Hines, has a crack at them. That's encouraging. 5 minutes from the line. Rayleigh now. Ramian, flat-footed. Four and a bit to go until half-time. Rayleigh this time for Hazelton, can find the line. Rayleigh had a look up, goes out the back, Trindle. So the same set, Hines and Trindle have taken a dash at the Canberra defence. On that. Now Brayley, centre field, Kennedy, and they've kept it going. Hines over the top, great ball to Stone Street. Stone Street, as he has proven in a handful of NRL matches, is a prolific try scorer. Nicely worked by Cronulla.
Yeah, that was well done too. Just made the yards straight through the middle. And then we saw Trindle with a good run, quick play the ball, but Hines sums it up quickly, doesn't panic, pass over the top, perfectly weighted. That's what you would expect from a world-class half. Get that ball over the top like that, see the opportunity, and Stone Street's good enough to score, untouched.
I like the cameo here of Hao Tipua as well. Just that little hold of the ball, just commit a defender, and then deliver the pass to Hines.
I think you can put it down to the Trindle run in the middle where he bounced away from a couple of players trying to take on the defence, just caught him napping a little bit with a pass over the top. Calmness there by Nicho Hines, and can you believe it? Might go in at half-time in front after the Raiders have been dominant, but the Sharks good enough to get themselves right back in. You can put it down after all the sets that Canberra had on their line. They defended so well, got up the other end and good enough to score.
Trindle, first choice kicker. Stone Street, who has scored at least one try in each of his NRL appearances.
We like that one, untouched. That's how good the pass was over the top.
So over to Trindle. Bit of honesty from Trindle. He knows up and downs, mistakes made last year, but his footy at its best was the best he's produced, and that kick's a beauty, and the Sharks do have the lead, 12-10.
Yeah, just got caught for numbers, just caught in the middle, just caught it in no man's land. Goes over untouched, but as I said, just the holding up of the pass there, Andrew, just got a couple of players interested. The quick ball, Hines does the rest.
Fans have come out on a Thursday night. Parramatta Eels fan, well, that's a good lead into plugging tomorrow night. Knights v Eels. Jason Riles coached Eels tomorrow night. Up against Newcastle, live and exclusive to Fox League from 5:30 our coverage. We also have the Cowboys and the Dolphins. Good luck to Christian Wolf in charge of the Dolphins.
Let's go!
I tell you what, so I'll take the opportunity to give a shout out to a couple of the injured Cowboys. Fellas, we are feeling for you. Helam Lukey and Tom Chester, who before Christmas suffered season-ending injuries. Fellas, terrible luck. We can't wait to see you back on the field, and all the best with a recovery. Tough break for them. Now Brayley, Hines bombs from 40 metres out. Not sure whether he's onside Militalo. He's attacking the ball. He's gone karate chop. Now he almost went headlock. So is he going for the ball? There he goes. Attack ducked.
Geez, they're getting caught flat-footed. The catches here for the Canberra Raiders. Nothing really leaving the ground. They want to be finishing off this half strongly. They go up the short side again.
Oh, there you go. Noah Martin, on appearance alone, he's going to become a cold favourite pretty quickly, I reckon.
Gee, he scored a great try last week.
Was.
It was a fantastic try.
Hands Militalo caught, but he had a penalty.
It's more of a crusher than anything.
It's pretty hard. Got caught in an awkward position there. Pretty hard to pull out of that. Don't know what you're going to do there.
That's a penalty. Well, having worked so hard, we've got 20 seconds to go. Gee, Campbell would want to find a long-range strike from Cronulla here, and because they've been better than that. But 12 points to 10. Fair bit to talk about at half-time in our show here on Fox League. So they will spread it, and Hines is going to look for Stone Street. Wants a bounce, doesn't get the bounce. Still keeps it in the field of play. And it's anyways, it's a pinball all of a sudden, and that'll do us for the first half. So two Vegas-bound teams going head-to-head here, and plenty of stars on show. And a fair highlights package to come out of the half. One of the talking points also, the roll ball turnovers. So Rugby League is back, you better believe it. And here on Fox League on a Thursday night, half-time, it's Cronulla 12, leading the Canberra Raiders 10. This is where things get a little tricky in the commentary box. Multiple changes in this second half, and big squads in action. Some 54 players selected for tonight's match across the two teams. Second half underway. Sharks up by 2. Plenty of fans on the broadcast side of the ground. A little sparse elsewhere, as Savage takes the first run of the second half. So we'll see how many minutes the main players get in this second half. What coaches Stewart and Fitzgibbon have in mind. Nice run, Danny Levi. Started with Tom Starling tonight, and now Levi off the bench. You'd expect both to be part of the 17 in Vegas. Levi gave them good value last year. So Raiders complete yet another set with a bomb on the end. Kennedy does leave the ground, little juggle, but good enough. Got himself in good position in advance of Hopewadi. Now for Stone Street. Rocking into the tackle there was Miles Martin. Like they've gone to the factory and just looked for or produced 6-foot-something blokes with mullets and built rock hard to go out and play in the pack, the Raiders.
It's invaluable too, the experience those two brothers are getting. Both big, tall, rangy back rowers, as you mentioned. Hope they're on the field at the same time here. I'll have a look to see if they've both started here in the second half.
Cronulla finish their first set. Stewart with the ball, and well handled. They started the game with Kyo Witz, provided one of the highlights of the night. The first try for Canberra. Kick return was dazzling.
See, there's all the little things he does so well, Cam McGuinness. Now, I hardly mentioned him in the first half, but have a look just down, kick chase, first man down, solid tackle. Just does all those little things so well.
Raiders have brought Ethan Sanders into the game, but in a dummy half role, which is interesting. Played dummy half there a few times, and now Levi back into that role. But I wonder whether Sanders, if he progresses, Fogarty's okay, there's no injury there. But he can hand over the reins of the side now into the second half. And ball wide from the Raiders. That is a rare error from them tonight, apart from the roll balls of both teams, but that one was a little wide. Well, probably more than just a little wide there. Anyway, Cronulla with the ball inside the Raiders half. Wilton on that run. They've scored the last 2 tries in the match, the Sharks, to hit the lead. Back in with Sifa Talakai.
Not a bad bloke to bring back on just to start the second half. Talakai, powerful runner.
8 or 9 metres there. Sharp start to the second half as they, the left side, Cameron McInnes held up, but they'll do well to hang on. Sharks look very bright to start the second half. Fed along, there's the floating, Hines to Stone Street, who looks at it and says, what happened there? That was going to be a gift try. We've given him big raps in the first half, and he's murdered it.
He was thinking about the dance after he puts the ball down here.
Oh, dear. Sam. All right, pre-season challenge. It's not going to cost them greatly, but doesn't happen in a few weeks' time, do you? Canberra, huge relief at avoiding a third try being conceded. Raiders outside their 20. Mariota. He looks fit, doesn't he? He looks like he's really moving quick. Fast feet. Out of Mariota. I think he's in for a big year in this Canberra pack. There he is. One in the eye there, but
Tackle 4.
he's come on very nicely. You speak to these younger Canberra forwards block. Man, do they love playing that they have both Papali'i and Joseph Tarpany, one of the best props in the game.
Yeah, just get on the back of it, yeah. I mean, the wealth of experience from those two guys. It helps, it rubs off on the young fellas for sure.
Ronaldo, don't thrash around, mate. You were warned in the first half and you're starting the same in the second.
The field for
I'm telling
Cronulla.
you're not going to earn it like that.
Ronaldo getting a little
Tackle 4.
bit of advice from the referee.
Time on, go. 4.
Way back underway with Sami Solo. There he is, Joseph Tarpany, one of our premier front rowers, and yet again winning Mal Meninga medal at Canberra. Good take there by the Cronulla fullback Kennedy.
Well, the great thing about him is just his ball, the way that he can offload the ball. A lot of front rowers these days just eat up the yards, hands and knees, and get up and play the ball as quick as they can. But Tarpany, that's what sets him apart.
Saturday night, we do have the All-Stars for you from Combank. Women's and men's, of course, being played. Tarpany talks about playing previously in All-Stars matches as one of the proudest moments of his life. Means a lot. Kalen Pong had a chat with him today, how much this means. The third time he's appeared in the game, representing family heritage, his father's side in the Māori All-Stars. Oh, that's a little easy.
Stop it.
Well, Adam Fanua-Blake has just knocked down the front door, charged through into the backyard.
Yeah, what about the footwork for such a big man? Just watch it, and it's real late. It's not a big sidestep, it's just that little bit of a jink. Always have trouble putting him on the ground for Fanua-Blake. This close to the line. Look at that, one pass runner back on the inside. Look at the footwork, bang. Well, he is some sort of player. We're just wrapping Tarpany. Gee, we've got some great ones. Can't wait till the big fella from the Gold Coast comes back too. We were missing most of the year last year.
Big Tino.
Big Tino. Gee, we've got a wealth of great players up front. He's a handful, this bloke.
I'm not taking you-know-what block, but again, what was your career try tally?
I think we've got 11.
11, yeah. Fanua-Blake's got 17 the last 2 seasons, the big fella, up in the front row for the Warriors.
Unbelievable. Well, mate, you know what, Fitzy? I wonder if he can hear us. He'd be listening, would he? Get him off. Put him in cotton wool.
Cotton wool for Vegas.
That's it.
Adam Fanua-Blake. There he is.
2 tries. Wow. I'll tell you what, nearly every player is that sort of player that everyone benefits from him. You know, we're talking about the missing link for the Sharkies. He could be, well, I think he is it. Just getting off the back of him makes it so much easier for the bloke who's running after him. You take the first one, Ed, and I'll be back on the back of you.
So Raiders from 10-0 in front now find themselves 8 points down outside the converted try. Cronulla 18, Raiders 10 here on Foxley.
A slim and slick Adam Fanua-Blake joining the Cronulla Sharks on a 4-year deal, and he looks as elusive and as strong as he's ever as he embarks on this new journey of his career. He's the 2023 and 24 Dally M Prop of the Year. He was nominated for a Golden Boot last year, and he will be a massive inclusion for this Sharks side. As we mentioned, looking really fit, and he will be a big inclusion for them.
Cronulla have found their mojo. Lucy on the run back. Some of their stars too getting more minutes than what would be perceived as the Raiders frontliners. There you go, the tries, 3 in a row for Cronulla. And now either side of half-time. McInnes will cop the clip a little high there, play on the call. And then over the top was Adam Cook. Still cursing, putting the ball out on the full, I think, Adam Cook. And Hines now out Stone Street, close to the sideline. Brings it back in. Another good set, Cronulla. Over 60-metre gain as Hines. Now they have to leave the ground, surely, and they have and lost it. And this time Trindle is presented. There's a ribbon on that. It's a Valentine's Day gift.
Well, what a set!
The bomb.
What a set that was. Power set from the Sharks. Just showed what they can do. They've come alive in the second half so far. Up goes the big bomb. As I say, contesting for it again. Mulatello down there. Gee, we've seen a little scraps being cleaned up. I think that's a third try we've seen where the ball just come out the back, bounce. Trindle there on the spot this time, but what a power set that was from the kickoff after Adam Blake had scored his try. Straight away from the kickoff, they just powered upfield, got to their kick. The Sharkies all of a sudden have come alive.
There's your cotton wool block. Nico Hines, they're going to wrap him in cotton wool now. As long as they were happy with the chasers being onside, and no dramas with the try. So Nico's work, or his on-field work, he's done in advance of Vegas.
Is that a Nico doll they've bought out or something?
Over to Trindle, the try scorer. And there you go. 10-0 becomes 22 and about to be 24-10. Cronulla to play Penrith in Vegas in the 4th game we will cover on the day, 2 weeks from Sunday. Now, Jed Stewart will come into the game, try and lay further claim for an NRL debut, be it Vegas or further down the track. Had a good year in the New South Wales Cup last year.
You got that? Did you get a couple of first-grade games last year?
No,
you didn't? No, not yet?
Not yet for Jed. Brayley is also your cotton wool. He's done. Blake Brayley. So you take off 2 of your spine there, the Sharks. Fusi. Beryl is the man out there at dummy half.
It just look like they're playing at a different pace now, the Sharks. All of a sudden, winning at half-time, 12-10, and they have just started this second half on fire. And they've got a fair rev up at half-time by the coach, by the look of it, doing things twice as quick as what the Raiders are at the moment. They've had a lot of ball to start the second half, and they've been good enough to score a couple of tries.
With Daniel Atkinson on the field, with the headband on. Now Beryl, on for Trindle. Gets to take the reins now. Good ball. Right down to the corner. Don't lead, but Canberra's under pressure. As Samoa to the end goal. And I don't know. Are we sure there isn't some love in the air? Is it just present time? Cronulla presented with another 4-pointer.
Yeah, it was a mighty chase there from the Sharks too. Nico Hines with a bit of ice on the groin area there by the look of it. Upper thigh.
Oh boy. It's falling apart for the Raiders, isn't it, at the back?
Yeah, but have a look how hard the Sharks chase here. You make your own luck. Ball comes out the back. I don't know if he was trying to pass the ball back here. Oh no, it's been hit through. In the attempt of making the tackle. And Ramian gets the crumbs here.
So it's Stone Street who makes the tackle block. And then it's a gift for Ramian.
Yeah. But look how hard they chase. Just little things like that. Ramian gets the spoils. He's rubbing the hammy too, is he saying, hey coach, come on. Hammy's a little bit tight. They'll have no one left here soon.
Well, Atalo is off. Hines. Jake will just do a quick check on Nico Hines. That's a fair ice pack on the groin there.
I think that might be a fair say. Mate, I think I'm up done for the day.
How would you like to be middle of winter in Canberra getting the ice on the groin block? Trindle is successful with the kick. This is proving a fine tune-up for Cronulla. Ahead of Vegas, some big names now off the field for the Sharks. He's all smiles, but he has stiffened up a little since he came from the field. Fanuka, Tony Grimaldi, a couple of good former first graders there in the coaching staff of Cronulla.
Be a great bloke to have around the group, Dale Fanuka. Tough as teak.
Look at that, 5 straight tries to Cronulla. Started in the 25th minute. 27 minutes on, and they're 20 points in front. And the great defence of Canberra. Well, I don't know what to say about some of the tries, because it's not defensive errors.
A little bit high, this one too. Canberra.
Yeah, high tackle. It was for the Fanua Blake try. That was poor defence, but the gift tries of soft errors.
Is he yawning there? Or?
Got me in the mush. 30-10, 27.5 remaining. We've got every game covered for you this weekend right here on Fox League. Tomorrow night, Knights and Eels, our live and exclusive coverage from 5:30. Cowboys and Dolphins tomorrow as well. Saturday afternoon, we'll bring you the Wars against Melbourne. It'll be very interesting to see the crowd there. I mean, if they were getting big crowds pre-season, they sold out every home game last year, the Wars. They'll cut over the venue. Now Beryl for the Blake, Trindle. This is a Cronulla side that is now in the groove here. There's more points to come here. Kennedy and McInnes, they look really slick, the Sharks, after a patchy start.
Yeah, just haven't made any errors in the second half so far.
Trindle's kick. They butchered another one just about. Ball didn't bounce up for Christian Dixon there, but he catches it. He hasn't got that far to run to the try line. Going hard, but he could have been a try scorer in first grade there. Jake Duke on the sideline. What injury news have you got for us?
Breathe easy, Sharks fans. Just went and checked on Nico Hines. They tell me he was scheduled to come off at that time anyway. They've just whacked a little bit of ice on his leg as precaution for a little bit of feeling there, but no issues for Nico.
All right, so Raiders back with the ball. That is the report. Jake on Nico Hines, so all good in terms of Vegas preparations. Canberra get through a set, but not playing with the pizzazz, dare I say, of Cronulla at the moment. Cronulla's found a few extra gears, and Canberra struggling to go with them.
Yeah, good shot there of Cam McInnes. Not a mark on him. That'd be a first, wouldn't it?
The zipper man. Ball with Stone Street. Cameron McInnes, he is the warrior. Now, Talakai.
Well, looks like they put Talakai through the middle on that too, so he might be playing lock, is he?
You got to have balance control.
He got the push, but there you go. It is the onus on the ball carrier to rise to your feet with the ball. Any error in haste to play the ball, it goes against the attacker.
Well, they needed something going their way there. Paul play the ball. And Talakai. Good field position now for the Raiders. Let's see what they can come up with. Haven't had much ball here in the second half.
All right, so we're seeing the full work of the bench now. The 54 players, they're all going to get minutes. The big guns are going to watch from the sideline. Miles Martin there, just a little tip-on play for the Raiders. Solo to play it. He's been one of their busiest forwards. There's no question of that. Sami Solo just pull up his numbers. Now double-figure hit-ups. The Raiders kick over the top through Adam Cook. It's just a little too long. Not much going right now for Canberra. They did nothing wrong early. now nothing much going right.
Yeah, a couple of poor kicks there from Cook. That ball out the short side, it was on. It was a good chase there. Just a little bit too much on the kick. Maybe gets his confidence back, the young fella there. A couple of poor kicks to start the second half.
A few more of the bench players. You see Chris Vaiella, he's got some talent in jumper 21. We're yet to see Riley Pollard and Taj Ford, a couple of very good halves.
Too slow.
As the penalty goes the way of Cronulla.
See, that's what happens when you start to play that up-tempo game. The Sharks playing a lot quicker than Canberra, start to give away penalties, trying to hold them down, trying to slow the ball down. That's what happens, giving away penalties. And the Sharks certainly on a big roll here.
Now Vaiella. Atkinson on to Hazelton. Oh, they look in a mood, don't they? They're all dialed in now. The Sharks, Beryl, the players coming off the bench are playing at speed as well. Straight into the game, straight into the tempo that has been laid down for them. Hamlin Welle. This is a bit of a march from Cronulla. Beryl takes them left side. Trindle goes short, and only a drop ball pulls them up, although Hero's claiming it was touched by the Raiders here. He thinks he's got a case. He's thinking we may have a try.
Yeah, they're going to challenge it anyway.
Sharks are challenging the decision of a knock on. They believe it's touch before they knock it off.
Right, let's dot the I's, cross the T's here.
Looking to determine who makes contact with the ball first.
Yep, it's a good call.
It looked like come off the back of the arm of the Raider Taumo Peu here. Did you say that? The 19 for the Raiders off the back of his arm?
Yep. They'll get the call here.
The initial touch is backwards off Canberra, who's not playing at the ball. Yep.
And then...
we just want to ensure that there's no touch from Cronulla after the ball first touches the Raider.
Well, I think this will be a try, won't it?
Well, provided he hasn't blown his whistle, and I don't think he has. This is a very interesting one. I know it's only pre-season challenge, but we are told from the age of 4 and 5, you play to the whistle.
It's looking for the best angle to determine whether there is any touch from Kale Hero.
Is it Billy Burns that gets there? Is it?
Well, it might end up another gift for Cronulla because Canberra have more or less stopped trying in they're not racing to try and force the ball, and Cronulla just did. Hero was adamant he hadn't touched it. From the reverse angle, I think that backed up his claim. Back of the arm. And I see space between hands and ball.
There's insufficient evidence to overturn the live ruling. Although the first touch is Canberra, there's insufficient to say that it doesn't then hit Kale Hero's left hand.
I disagree 100%.
So do I.
Cronulla will retain their challenge because the vision is inconclusive.
He was 2 metres away from the ball.
I made a rule last week. Too early February to get upset, so I'm just...
you don't want to get out of your gear yet.
Calm. No, exactly. I'll just keep it calm.
Okay. I'm with you.
I'll just play with that. But come August,
Let's go, Danny, head in.
unleash the hounds.
It's a little bit early for me to blow up
That's
too.
it, exactly.
This side. Get your head in.
We're all lovers, not fighters at this point of the year.
Head in, come on, let's go. Will, head right in. Righto, let's go. Time on, break.
Canberra. 5 straight tries conceded. Could have been 6. Hopewadi on the run back. 22 and a half minutes to go. Again, a reminder about some of the matches we've got over the weekend. Tigers and Bulldogs. I heard Gus say the other day, he said 21, I think, of the 28, or something around that number, have come through the Pathways program at the Bulldogs that they will field this weekend. That's a wrap for development club going places, the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. Raiders on their 40. Ooh, that was a bludger of a pass to get there. Well handled by Stewart. Almost to halfway. but they don't have a whole lot here, Camper. And I know there's a lot of changes, but I'm not really seeing anything with the Canberra attack now, and Cronulla have just gone up third, fourth, fifth gear.
Well, I think they've got a lot of depth. When you have a look at it, there's a lot of experienced players. Although you have a look at the names in the Canberra side, probably not a lot of people would know about them, but still now down to probably near on their second grade side, the Sharks, but you still know a lot of their players, so they've got plenty of depth.
The attacking linchpins are off for Canberra now. Stone Street well handled by the defence. He's got a bit of cramp there as well. But I'm liking the work of there. There's another two of the stars. Kennedy and Trindle. They might as well go check in their bags of Vegas. It's like they're on their way to the airport. Early checking. Taking them all off. Looking after them now. Stewart. Back he comes and collared in the tackle there at Gabriel. 19-year-old for Cronulla. I said a try last week as well. Played by Stewart.
Just lost their way control-wise too. It's a lot of one-out stuff here from the Raiders that have been under the pump defensively. So you've got to try and find the energy to get up that other end of the field. It's hard to do when you see the Sharks just mauling them at the moment.
Plenty of backs have taken the hit-ups in this set. Latest one, Hopewadi gets over halfway, followed up Asamoah. There's Levi. And Cook's kick. Nice and high. Barter charging at the ball as Dixon. We have a penalty as a result.
Nice whack on the kidneys too. There's a nice take. What's that? Ushka. That hurts.
So counted as a mid-air tackle. Just a little shove on the way through from Miles Martin. You see Bathurst represented here tonight. Ball with Gabriel. 30-10. Final quarter of the game we go into. Sharks have now brought Taj Ford into the play. So you're going to see here in this last quarter of the game, a lot of the Sharks jersey flag grand final side from last year, an error forced there.
Well, I reckon that you'd challenge that, wouldn't you?
None of the rookies are allowed challenges. They're just going to cop it.
Watch him just rip the ball here, right in the last second. Boom.
Now to Pua. Just rolled with the punches there. So Canberra with this scrum win. Ball taken forward by Asamoah. He's garnered a lot of experience out of New South Wales Cup the last couple of seasons, Michael Asamoah, but junior career. Levi comes off the field for the Raiders, and that puts Starling back into play. Now Starling, right side, dumped off there by Ethan Sanders. And Jordan Martin it is to play it. This is their best field position for quite some time, the Raiders, but not finding the pass to hand. Stewart goes back for it. Here's a mover, this young fullback for the Raiders. Been a while since they got their second try. The Raiders now the ball with Cook. That right edge, just outside the 20. A reminder, they are playing the narrower field and shorter field tonight. The Vegas dimensions. High ball down, short of the line. Oh, just covered up there. Nikora onto it. Surely he'll be one of the next to go from the field, you would think.
Well, that was a new to set there from the Canberra Raiders. The first one that they've made 60 metres upfield anyway.
Sharks are wiggling through the changes. Eli Clark is the player on in the headgear, the former Bulldog. He's out there in 26. Just trying to do a quick stock take of any players who haven't actually been on. I don't think there's too many of them. Beryl for Hazleton, Hamlin well out with it. Starling wrapped an arm around the ball. 4 tackles Cronulla, 5 short of halfway. That look forward from Beryl, on for Autapua. Just an effective set for a 49-minute game from Cronulla. Back away. And the kick from Riley Pollard. So he's the young half who's on the field. Stewart tried to get it in goal with the catch. Told to play on. Yeah, Riley Pollard's the kid who a couple of seasons ago, Australian schoolboys played alongside Lockie Galvin in the half. So we all know how well and how quickly Galvin progressed. Pollard is one worth watching. Starling. Oh, another drop ball. Canberra, their own worst enemies there. Smithies, rueful look on the face after that drop ball.
Yeah, just the pressure of the defensive line coming up, putting some pressure on. As I said, the Raiders have been under the pump in this second half. Haven't had much football. There's the error. Smithy's had a fair amount of games time in first grade too, so he's a man that's made the mistake there. 30 out, right in the middle of the park. The Sharks, well, you'd think they'd score in this set.
Yeah, by the way, I've got one for you. It sort of crept up on us. Not that that was a penalty play. The penalty count is 7-0 Cronulla. At another time in the season, Ricky Stewart would be thinking what he's going to say in the post-match press conference at home, and you're on the end of a 7-0 penalty count. Autapua, Beryl, Hazelton, Hamlin, oh, great offload. They've bombed another one, the Sharks. Oh, Billy Burns was there for you. He just stride over the line. He juggled and lost it. The score remains 30 points to 10. You be the judge. Does Burns score from here?
Well, I think he does. I think he might have just headed over to that corner. What a great pass that was too. Gee, they've got some depth in their front row. There's the forward, another mistake.
Well, out of the hands, travelled forward. They've come undone, the Raiders, haven't they? Well, that's...
Raiders a challenging decision.
This is down to your last dollar at Vegas sort of challenge. Ball off the hands, travels forward every day of the week.
Yep. Ball is knocked forward by Canberra. And then caught by a teammate. The challenge is unsuccessful.
It's probably only travelled about 3 metres.
But yeah, well, you had to challenge there to give the team a little bit of a breather.
Well, if that was the intention, they've done that. But that is just a dud. That's a dud challenge. Full moon here at GIO Stadium in Canberra, but the scoring has stopped. And Canberra full of errors, and Cronulla with all the changes, not quite as sick as they were 5-10 minutes ago. Atkinson plays it for Vaiella. Centre field there with Pollard. We'll see with Pollard and Taj Ford. I think they'll back themselves to run the line. Don't rule out a try for one of the young halves. Hazelton with the ball. Finished off low down there by Mooney. They're only 5 away. Beryl. Right side they go. Little pump from Pollard. Pushed along for Eli Clark. There, set, restart, Cronulla. 7-zip penalty count now, 2-all set restart count. Sifatalakai. By number 2. And Beryl. Atkinson, cutout ball. They managed to contain Vaiella on the edge there. Raiders defence holding firm in this set. Back from Nickera to centre field for Talakai. 4 plays down. Patience being shown here by Cronulla. Beryl now close to the post, power play, and try scored by Tuku Autapua. They have their 6th try of the match.
Well, they're just too big, aren't they? Too big and physical at the moment. When you have a look at Hazelton, Tapua gets the try. Look at the size of him. Got some monsters in their pack, haven't they, the Sharks? And Tapua, just nice flat ball, just spins out of the tackle and scores. A little bit unlucky they haven't scored a few more too. The last pass has gone to the ground a couple of times. The Sharks are in again. Tapua would like that one.
Yeah, well, if you're trying to lay a claim for being in the 17 in Vegas, I reckon what Tapua's shown us the last couple of weeks. Yeah, I think he's right in the frame.
Well, as we said, they've got an abundance of big men, haven't they? But they're mobile. They can move. That was a perfect example of it there.
There you go. So 34 points to 10. It was 10-0 to the Raiders. That was in the 14th minute. 10-0. So Cronulla changed the kicker with the very capable Daniel Atkinson. And it is 36-10 the Sharks, Jake.
Tukuhal Tapua, one of those Sharks forwards that's really come on over the past 12 months. He played 10 games last season off the bench for Cronulla, scoring his only try of his career in round 10 against the Storm. Crashes over for a pre-season try there. He played big minutes for the Jets, helping them to that New South Wales Cup win, and re-signed with the Sharks until at least the end of 2026. So he is a prospect of the future, a big unit, and looking to force his way into this really strong Sharks forward pack.
So Hazelton bringing the ball back in the kickoff. We can see one front row. Shout out to Christian Welsh, who sadly has had to call time on his career. Christian can be very proud of what you achieved in the game. It's always been a good interview, Christian Welsh.
Well, the other thing too, longevity in the game too. He played a lot of games.
Some serious injuries in more recent times and a few concussions as well. Christian, enjoy your retirement. I hope you're not lost to rugby league. Ball may have been lost there by Beryl. No, play on the call. He's ready to go again. How Tapua. Taking low down in the tackle of Simi Sasungi. Sharks get through another set. Atkinson more high than long, that kick. And Raiders Asamoah with it. I'd like to think for the Raiders fans that have come along, they would find a third try, but I can't see how it's going to be from some dazzling attacking play here. Cronulla give me the impression they can just absorb whatever Canberra throw at them here. Mapeu on the run. Starling up over halfway with Hopewadi.
Just lost their way in the halves, haven't they? The two halfbacks are off for Canberra Raiders. It's not a knock on the young fellas that are out there, but you need to control. It just shows how important they are.
Just wait.
Cue the marching band. They've got the first penalty.
High shot.
So they get their first penalty, the Raiders. There, falling in. A bit unfortunate for the Sharks, but this is the opportunity. It's been a half of, pretty much one out running from the Raiders.
They haven't had a lot of ball or field position too, Andrew, and they're taking a lot of petrol out of them too, with the likes of that big Sharks forward pack coming at you. It takes a lot of energy out of you.
Now Starling, Smithies, on there, but I don't think Craig Fitzgibbon will mind. A little bit of a goal line test for the Cronulla defence. Got to work on all aspects. And ball with Smithies, didn't score a try in his first year in the NRL. Goes close there. Starling, right side, kept along for Cook. And some heavy treatment has forced a mistake, but they're worried about Stewart. That's a nasty cut around the left eye there. You know what the Americans say? You're not wearing helmets there. Like that's what they're in for.
Just a shocking head clash there. Stewart trying to dig into the line there.
Oh, yeah. Right on the chin. So Ricky watches his son. Dad might have the walkie-talkie to mum. So the boy's okay.
He'll be right Oh, the tough stuff.
Zero tackle there. Right now we've got time.
Ooh.
Imagine if they brought the stapler back for Vegas. Really put on a show. No pads, no helmets, and a stapler.
A stapler. Should show everyone footage of that.
Yeah, Michael Revere, remember that Origin?
Yes, I do.
Oh, my goodness.
Didn't flinch.
No. Luke Phillips, I think there's another one who had the staple treatment on the sideline. It was outlawed, actually. They banned the use of the stapler in front of the crowd.
You know what? He's got a double nick here. Cut under the eye and one in the head. Just on the hairline there by the look of it. Maybe right.
Blocker's back in rugby league commentary. He loves the he's not here to see blokes injured in that, but he doesn't mind. He gets this glint in his eye. It's a hard sport, folks.
It's character building, Andrew.
So Cronulla back underway. Independent doctor on functioning as well, whether Stewart may be called from the field in a few minutes. We'll find out. Sharks with possession. Back up to the 20-metre line.
I think it was Michael Gabriel that hit him, so I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to the head bin too after that knock. It's a good head clash.
There's no such thing as cotton wool. Here we were thinking Cameron McInnes has got through a game unscathed, uncut. He's back on. He may yet get split. Eli Clark with the ball. Raiders fans unhappy with that. 8 minutes to go in the match. Cronulla in total charge of it after a patchy and scratchy start to the game. There was the shot. Ball, Raiders fans were absolutely convinced travelled forward. Last play, Atkinson. Or rather Pollard it was kicking that time. And Stewart to bring it back. They started with Kyo Weeks at fullback. He played probably no more than 18 or 19 minutes. Weeks, which included setting up the first try.
It seems an age ago too, since he made that break and get them off to a great start. They led 10-0, the Raiders. You know, it's all about depth. You know, you probably use, how many players would you use a year? If a good season, 30?
Well, yeah, you do 30, yeah.
You need a big squad.
Now, Starling's kicking short of halfway. He's kicked down to the corner. Dixon is back there. Dixon, I think he's got the appearance of a very good barista.
Barrister or barista?
Barista, not a barrister. No, that's not the fake wig. That's his real hair. He definitely the barista look about him with the action out the back. Gabriel on the run. Looking to finish off. There's another one that has come through the system at the Sharks. They're ripping in right now. Dixon on that run. Quick play to ball. Out to Poole. Good shot. Good shot. That's going to shorten you up a little bit. Last tackle on the run. Taj Ford. His bomb. 5 metres out from the line. Stewart with the ball. That's Chevy Stewart.
I want to see him in the clear too. Chevy Stewart looks like a pretty agile, willing runner.
Former Australian schoolboy in New South Wales. Underage rep, Chevy Stewart. Now Starling with it. Hopewadi for the Raiders, a little bit across field and just picked off. Nicker, is he okay? He looks like he winced it, maybe just cramp, that's the problem. Hoping that's all it is. They've got just under 6 minutes to negotiate and then really start the countdown to Vegas, both teams. Dixon on the end of the kick. If he is a barista, over latte with honey, thanks, but he's back over the 30-metre line. Probably a bit late for coffee. Run back with Atkinson. So Nickera, yeah, no chances taken. He's done his work. Off he comes. This run with Gabriel. He's got a bit of growing to do. He's going to be a bit of a prospect, isn't he, Gabriel? As we know, he's got a bit of speed. Cronulla with the ball. 30 metres away. McInnes to Talakai. Talakai carries three defenders. Offload, quick hands. It was Beryl on and Fail with the ball. He doesn't pass. And, oh, we may have still got it down. Canberra defenders, there were 3 and 4 there.
I have no try, confirm
And
knock
then
on over the try
Vale
line.
tries to do a little Vegas magic trick.
Yeah, gee, it would have been some sort of try had he got the ball down. We'll see the replay. Again, Talakai, dangerous through the middle. That's great strength shown. Vayela there tries to get the football down. I think he loses it just a bit. Oh, hang on.
Hang on.
Hang on.
Hang on. This might
Just looking to determine if Chris Vayela
This might be
grounds the
Phil
ball.
Cass like pulling a pigeon out of a hat. The magic trick here, if he got this down. I don't know whether I've seen a try. The likes of this, if it is a try, he's got the weight of 4 defenders taking him out over the sideline.
Yeah, Chris Vayela loses possession
Little
of the ball
ball.
and attempting to ground it. We have a decision.
Oh, great strength, mate. Go, Gadget.
Again, I'm not getting upset. I'm convinced.
Wait.
Anyway, here it is. Watch it again. The defenders coming at him. 2, 3, 4. He claimed it.
He backed himself too.
Claimed it. Canberra back with the ball. 4.5 minutes to go. Tomorrow night, you can watch live and exclusive on Fox League. Knights and Eels, Cowboys and Dolphins. I don't think I even want to look at the second half count of the Raiders, but their completion rate is getting down into the 50s now. They're, you know, around the 59% mark. That's not good.
Yeah, they haven't had much ball in the second half too, Andrew. And every time they've had to do a lot of defending against a lot of big men
So
from
I'm
the
watching that
Sharks.
back again, you know.
You reckon it's a try?
Well, yeah. I think if you're going to make another call on the previous one and say inconclusive to overturn, but you make a definitive call on that one, but don't get upset. Now the ball with Kafusi. He's still looking to offload. He just about got that mindset with every carry now. Beryl, Sharks, McInnes, out to Pua. Double not beyond him. Beryl. And beautiful play. Riley Pollard. Very nicely done. And maybe the Rugby League gods have passed judgment there and given Chris Vayela a try.
What about the pass and just the calmness of Pollard? A little bit of a show and go. They got off the line really strongly here, the Raiders. Just look at the calmness. Little footwork, beautiful pass. Gee, that's skill. That's a great pass, that.
Yeah, so Vayela scores. He goes well into the in-goal before he puts it down. We want to extend that left arm out too much further. Nice moment there for Riley Pollard. We told you about him. The halves partner of Lockie Galvin a few years ago. Through the Jersey flex system for Cronulla. They had a very good year last year. This boy we saw in the pre-season challenge last year get a try against the Bulldogs. He's got another one this season. It's become a very big scoreline, 40 points to 10. Let's leave Canberra to the side. As a tune-up for Cronulla, they got better as the game went on. That kick is...
The other thing too is that just the dangle of the carrot to get yourself on the plane to go to Vegas.
All right. Again, Vayela, this is the no try. And this is the try in the space of a minute or so. And then, I don't know, that's embarrassing that we replay Atkinson's kick. He doesn't need to be having rubbed in, but we have. Ruthless work in the truck here. That was a dreadful kick. Oh boy, Sharks almost right over the top of Basami Sole there. That is Kafusi. he's good tonight.
Oh, yeah.
He's ready for a big season. Off the back of a really solid year. Oregon Kafusi looks good. It's a good pack, Cronulla's blocker.
And it's big too, huge.
Yeah.
Big, powerful and mobile.
Gee, test for Penrith first up, isn't it? Well, you know, Cronulla go at them hard, right down the diddle. Barrel with the ball. Now McInnes. And the bomb from Atkinson. Will they challenge? They don't, the Sharks. That surprises me, given some of the success they've had from kicks tonight. Stewart back with it for the Raiders. A half of not much from the Raiders. They did take off the likes of Jamal Fogarty at the break.
Now, Billy!
So you've got to try and do your best to analyse, if you're a Raiders fan, what you've seen from the first 2 weeks. And ahead of taking on the Warriors in 2 weeks' time. Nasamura, last play Canberra, only a 37-metre gain, under pressure. Kick is taken on the full. And Atkinson, who's playing at the back for Cronulla, letting the young halves in the club run the play in the middle of the field. Atkinson showing his versatility. And you know, that's not a bad idea, because he's probably, well, he is going to be 14, isn't he? You know, so you must well see him in play on the wing, bring him on fullback, 5'8", and let these young halves in Pollard and Ford, let them take the reins of the team in the middle. McInnes. And put down. That's a Tapua with a soft, and Canberra come up with the ball. Wind has gone out of the sails in the match, but it's a very healthy hit out for Cronulla. The preparation on field is done for both the Raiders and the Sharks, who are USA bound. The scoreline has ended up big for Cronulla. They can be very happy with their work. For both teams, I think the relieving news, there didn't appear to be any injuries of note. Cronulla will play Penrith in Vegas. The Raiders have a date with the Warriors. And full time tonight here at GIO Stadium, Cronulla 40, beating Canberra 10.